Gaming is probably the easiest hobby to overconsume. Scrolling TikTok is not a hobby. I'm sure you're very, very skilled at that, but yeah, that's not a hobby. Otherwise, it would clear. I don't even know if it's still getting banned at this point. Now, per the title, videos about playing less. It's not to say gaming equals bad. It's okay to have hobbies. Don't be a brick wall. Like, nobody is 100% about their grind or whatever. Like, yeah, everybody got something they do to relax or just chill on the side, something like that. But why is it so easy to overconsume? For one, it's super accessible. I mean, down to smartphones, bro. People still play like Clash Royale and Clash Clans and Brawl Stars. I used to play Brawl Stars in high school. I didn't know it was still around to this day, but it's still around to this day. Or if you remember like Flappy Bird, I think I was in middle school when that came out. Bus would be completely silent. Only time someone breaks silence is when they're yelling because they messed up on the game. And then they're like handhelds like the DS, 3DS, Game Boy. I think my first handheld was a Game Boy Advance. Maybe it was a Color. It was also probably a hand-me-down from my sister, so I don't really know which one came first. But I had those. I remember I had the Power Ranger SPD game. SPD is hard, by the way. Anyways, yeah, you got the handhelds, and then you got the consoles. Like Switch is a handheld console, but then go up to like the PS5 now, the Xbox Series X and S. And consoles now, they kind of like the same price. They've been around the same-ish price range for pretty much a decade if you take out the whole COVID shutdown with the scalping and like super expensive prices for consoles at that time. And nowadays, like free to play, that's super common. Ever since Fortnite brought that to the forefront, a lot of things are free. A lot of the most popular games out are free, including the finals, which I mainly post on this channel. Like, it's just, you can go a long time without buying a game. And you could argue the same for someone who's like into movies, because all you need is TV. If you get a console, you still need a TV or a monitor to play it on. See, if you get a smart TV, then the apps are built in, or maybe you just have to get like a Roku box if it doesn't have the apps already on there. But the difference with gaming is a sense of accomplishment, because games, they have completion points if it's like a story type thing, or if it has ranked, you can hit the highest rank or whatever your rank goal is per that season. Even if it's not a story, just beating a game that's hard, like a Souls game or a Bloodborne, Elden Ring, you're gonna get a little bit more of a sense of accomplishment from that than you are if you went and watched the Minecraft movie, which I heard is unironically good from people I would not expect to say such a thing. So I might actually go see it now. I completely forgot about it until I keep seeing it like over and over. When it comes to overconsumption with games, what brought this on was actually two videos. One of them is an old one of mine where I talked about ranked modes specifically and how I was going to stop playing them, which was lasting until really like last season of the finals, where I started playing World Tour, which technically isn't ranked, but it's so similar to the ranked mode of that game that it's basically playing ranked. So I'm like, yeah, I'm getting my emerald skin, and then I'm bouncing. Like, I'm not doing that no more. Mind you, I still play a lot less, even if I do when I get to emerald, but still, even if I'm playing less, like when I do get on, I'm usually just going to play World Tour on the finals because of how long it takes. It takes a long time. Like Macro mentioned it in his video where he did like finals for the noobs 2 years later, and he said that World Tour should have a system where like every 10,000 you get an extra point as far as like the cash you're getting in the game, since they have like a cash-based leaderboard. That makes a lot of sense. I feel like they should do that. Mind you, it'd be too late for me because I probably wouldn't be playing World Tour as much at that point. But if it helped me get some extra free multi-bucks for no reason at all, then sure. But as far as just playing specifically for Emerald, like, yeah, I can't do that no more. It's taking away, like, not, like I said, even just not playing the other modes in the game as much, but even just not playing other games I wanted to play. Like, I intended on buying Assassin's Creed Shadows and Black Myth Wukong a while ago. Because Assassin's Creed Mirage, I thought was pretty good. Way better than the last like 3 or 4 before it. So I was like, yeah, Shadows is in Japan. I know they're doing this like 2-character thing, but I'm like, it seemed like it's a cool game that I want to play. I don't have the money to buy it right now or even when it dropped, but like that was like the plan, you feel me? Even before that video, I was playing ranked on finals. When like before World Tour was a thing, it was just ranked, and I got to Diamond, and like, yeah, I wasn't playing much else because of like that grind with like a time limit of the season of 3 months. Even before that, during COVID, oh yeah, the hours was nasty. Like, we were all stuck in the house, so it's like, okay, there is a little more grace with that, but still, like, the hours in Apex was not looking right. I could have put more time in the videos. I probably would have improved a lot faster. First of all, thank y'all for 5K. Like, over 5,000 flat-footed individuals have pressed that subscribe button. It's fantastic. Now, the second video was a video about session games, what he called them. His name is BBK Dragoon. I feel like it's BBK Dragon, but there really is two O's right there. So BBK Dragoon, he made this video about session games that you just kind of get on, like a Skate 3 or like BMX 3s is one that I have that I was like excited to buy and I didn't end up playing because I was playing World Tour, that whole thing. Or like sim racing that I got into last year. I have a wheelbase wheel on a stand because I would not dare to attach that to my desk. It would probably collapse. It'd be a whole mess. My PC would hit the floor and it'd be all dramatic. That force feedback is strong, bro. Like, it's not, those wheelbases are stronger than people, like 100%. But yeah, that's something where I can just get on and do like a short race or two or just something like that. Or like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater remake. I know they're doing 3 and 4 soon, but I have 1 and 2. That too. I usually play Le Mans Ultimate and Assetto Corsa Competizione. I have Evo as well, but I haven't played it that much, to be honest. Because again, finals, World Tour. You see how this is like a recurring thing. And those are games where it's like, even though I'm not playing them for that long, still I get a lot more enjoyment out of them. Like, they don't require that much time to just like, just have a good time on them and just actually have fun, because that is the point of the hobby, is to enjoy it, And when you're playing ranked, like for super long periods of time, consistently, like whether it's daily or whatever, every other day, whatever it is, one, it can just make the games a lot more stressful. And if it's stressful, it's not enjoyable. And like, we're trying to enjoy our hobbies. And it's not like you can't play a game that's competitive without stressing out. Like, sim racing is a very, very competitive thing, but I just don't, it's just not for me. It's not competitive for me in that way at all. Like, I just like to learn it, because like I could really just take what I learned from playing The Sims, and if I were to suddenly have a bunch of money, go try it on a real track, and like it would transfer, not fully because I'm obviously not in an entire car where dying is an option, but a lot of the technique does transfer over. Pretty much the only type of game that can teach you a real life skill, to be honest. There are content creators like Super GT, James Baldwin, a few others that race professionally, and they started on sim racing. Like, that's how deep that goes, but that's not for me. Like, I know I'm not trying to go pro. But the second thing is just like playing that much super consistently can just take away from other parts of life. Like I mentioned earlier, it was just affecting the content I was putting out. During COVID, I was consistent with content. Wasn't consistently improving per se, but I was throwing out like 3 a day on TikTok and then getting like the weekly video on YouTube. So the consistency wasn't the problem, but I wasn't as focused on improving. Like, I didn't have that I didn't have the right mindset about it at the time, which is like, it's a learning process, and like not expecting my past self to be perfect, because then it'd just be a waste of time to like dwell on it. But I realized that's something I could have done differently at the time, especially because I want this to be a full-time thing at some point. This and like a combination of content creation and a different thing I'm planning on doing later. But like, yeah, that priority just wasn't being put into full effect because I was trying too hard to hit matches on Apex. That TikTok grind was real though. I did get to 27K, which is cool, but I'm like, do not care about TikTok now. Like, I've tried to start posting again every once in a while, even just putting my full videos that I post here over there, since they allow up to 10 minutes and a lot of mine are under 10 minutes. But I'm like, bro, I can't stand that app anymore. I was hoping it would get banned, bro. Like, it got banned for a night and it came back and it had like a 75-day extension. And I looked it up. That 75 days actually already passed on April 5th. So it's still going to be around, I guess, maybe another 75 days, allegedly, but I don't believe it actually is going to get fully taken down. What will be nice though is like a month off. I feel like a month off from TikTok would do people great. I know there's Instagram Reels, there's YouTube Shorts, but they don't have that cracked algorithm that TikTok has. It's just not the same thing. I say all this to say priorities matter, and to be taken seriously, and then when you do that, where you spend your time is gonna follow suit. It's not gonna change how long your shifts are, how long your classes are, but like still, things will tend to fall in line more naturally when you have your priorities set straight. Like for me, it's like God and being a disciple, and there's a gap, and it's like family and people in my life, and then my career as far as like wanting to make this a career, and then I need a job, like I'd like to move out, and then if I move out, I need money to pay rent, handle that. And then under that is like school. I'll be done with college in a month, so it's on its last leg. I switched majors. I started in 2019. I was like part-time for a bit when I was still figuring out what that switch was going to be. So it took me 6 years. Could have been 7 if I didn't do summers and winters, so I'm glad I did that. But yeah, gonna graduate in a month, so there's like a school under there. And then it's hobbies. So like video games and hiking, and I got into motorsport pretty much because of sim racing. Those two kind of go hand in hand. Like mainly F1 and Formula E, but I'm also starting to get into IndyCar, maybe WEC. I just can't imagine myself watching like a 6-hour race. That's what gets me. I like that they have a series. Like Formula One, they have Drive to Survive. It's like a super dramatic version of it. I kind of watch it for fun, like, cause it's funny when it's taking itself so serious, but like it's a good introduction to F1. But like the way WEC does theirs is a lot more in depth. They got like more race footage involved too. Like I like the way they do their series a lot more. But yeah, like just watching sports. I used to watch basketball a lot more, and now I watch motorsport more than basketball. Anime as well. Fire Force season 3 dropped. I still haven't watched it, and I'm gonna watch it. If you spoil it, oh my god, I'll block you. I'll bare minimum delete your comment, because why would you do such a thing? But yeah, you would not see my face again if you did that. Oh man. So if you're someone that thinks you prioritizing gaming too much, playing too long, playing too often, whatever it is, you can make a change right now. Maybe if you play every day, play every other day. That's what helped me a lot, honestly. Once I just made that one little change, I actually wanted to play less hours, but I still enjoyed it as much. Actually a little more now, like especially with like the session games, like from Dragon's video and stuff like that. It helped. Obviously I can't force you to do anything. The decision is up to you. But I'll leave it there. Leave a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, and again, thank you for 5K. My name is Kaj. Have a blessed day. Bye.